Great. Good morning to everyone. So in today's class, we are going to discuss measurement of earth resistance with the help of an instrument called Megger. So measurement of earth resistance means when we deal with the concept measurement of earth resistance, or when we always this is one of the important concept. Okay. So in many competitive exams also we came across this type of content in a staff selection commission or in whatever it may be the competitive exams. AP Transco, AP Janco, and AP Discom exams. So this is very popularly asked queries related to the measurement of earth resistance or high resistance. So when we discuss about the concept of earth resistance, this falls under the classification of measurement of high resistance. So in previous classes, we keep on discussing the classification of measuring resistances. So we discussed that the measuring of resistance can be classified into three types. One is measuring of low resistance, second one is measuring of minimum resistance or medium resistance, and third one is measuring of high resistance. Okay, so if we talk about the measurement of low resistance, that is the measurement of resistance less than 1 ohm, we discussed about the concept of Kelvin's double bridge. Okay, Kelvin's double bridge is nothing but a modification to Wheatstone bridge, and the measuring of medium resistance is delivered with respect to the concept that is Wheatstone bridge. Measurement of minimum resistance or medium resistance at a range of 1 ohm to 100 kilo ohms or 0.1 mega ohm. So next, measurement of high resistance, we discussed the loss of charge method in earlier class. Okay, so and this is the concept where we measure earth resistance. Okay, so earth resistance, we can't say this is the certain range of earth resistance. Earth resistance varies from type of soil to soil. For black soil, there is certain type of earth resistance. For red soil, there is a type of earth resistance. For sand, there is a type of earth resistance. For lump soil, there is a type of earth resistance. That means for a particular range of soils, we can define the earth resistance, but we can't prescribe this is the specific range of earth resistance. That's why here the value of resistance is unknown, and it is also very high. It is also very high. So that class earth resistance falls under the classification of high resistance. So here, how can we calculate this high resistance, which is earth resistance, means with the help of an instrument called Megger. Okay, there are various instruments are there like mega ohm meter, mega ohm ammeter, or various instruments are there. But if we discuss in detail, Megger plays an important role, and it's quite accurate also when compared to other tools. So we will discuss that how the concept, how the instrument Megger is quite accurate, and what make the instrument Megger quite accurate while dealing with the things. So first we will discuss what is the definition of Megger, and what is the type of resistance the Megger deals with. Okay, so and other aspects, classifications and constructions and operation and all. So this concept of measuring earth resistance with respect to the instrument Megger deals with only the theoretical emphasis. We don't have numerical or mathematical analysis at this point of view. Okay, so just to go through the we will go through my session. So just go through the session. If you have any doubts with respect to our discussion, let me know in the chat. We will discuss your doubts at the end of the session. So Megger. So we keep on saying that Megger is an instrument which measures earth resistance. Okay, so how does the Megger measures the earth resistance? Means Meggers measure the resistance using the resistance of insulation. First, it is also used to measure the resistance of insulation other than earth resistance. So, how can it measure the resistance? Means with the principle of comparison. Okay, we keep on saying this thing in the concept of DC bridges. Unknown resistance is calculated with the help of a comparison with respect to known resistance. That means here we have to calculate the resistance of insulation, resistance of insulation. So that resistance of insulation is an unknown thing, and that is compared with the known value of resistance which is present in the instrument. Okay, which is present in the instrument. So if the insulation resistance is very high, the moving coil will deflux up to towards infinity. So if it is if the insulation resistance is very low, then the known resistance which is present in the instrument, okay, the pointer will be at zeroth condition. Okay, so that is the thing here. So we will compare the known resistance with an unknown resistance, as we did in Wheatstone bridge, as we did in Kelvin's bridge, That's what the same principle we are doing here. It is the principle of comparison for calculating unknown resistance. So we compare the known resistance value with an unknown resistance element. Okay, with an unknown resistance element. And another thing is Megger is quite accurate when compared to other instruments like mega ohm meter and other instruments are there. There are various type of instruments are available in the segment, but at this point of view, at the measuring of insulation or at the measuring of earth resistance, at this two point of view, Megger is quite accurate because it follows the basic principle of comparison while calculating the unknown resistance from the known resistance which is existed in the particular instrument. So if we say what, so that this is the definition of Megger. So this is the definition of Megger. So, but how does it do? How does a Megger operates? So what is meant to, oh, this is the definition we have seen. What is meant by Megger instrument? Okay, Megger instrument. What is the main purpose of Megger instrument? Means Megger instrument is very high. It is used to measure very high resistances. Okay, the resistances found in various type of machines. The resistance found in cable insulation. The resistance found in motor windings. The resistance found in transformer windings and all. So Megger, if we say the Megger is nothing but it's a portable ohm meter, okay, which will provide a built-in voltage with the built-in voltage source. Okay, so we don't have additional outside voltage sources. Within the instrument itself, Megger will have a voltage source. Okay, so it will read several thousand of mega ohms from starting ohm resistance to the several mega ohm of resistance can be read with respect to the Megger. But there is an advantage when we are saying with respect to the ohm meter. Ohm meter main purpose also measure resistance. So what is the main purpose of what is the main comparison between ohm meter and Megger means? So Megger will read very high voltages under the test condition. Under the test condition where there is a leakage with respect to the earth resistance or whatever it may be the thing. So here what is meant by the term insulation resistance? Insulation resistance, we keep on saying in various in previous two slides, insulation resistance, Megger will measure the insulation resistance and all. Okay, so what is meant by insulation resistance? Insulation resistance in the sense, so in electrical cables or in wires or in electrical equipments, in windings of the various machines. Okay, so these are all having certain amount of insulation. The main purpose of this insulation is to safeguard the machine from various calamities like electrical shocks and accidental damages. So when there is a sudden leakage of electrical current, there is a sudden discharge of electrical current in the wire, that discharge the entire cable structure, that will destroy the entire electrical equipment, and that will destroy entire winding segment and also and all. So in order to eliminate all these type of catastrophes or accidental damages, so we need certain amount of insulation, and that insulation is also holding certain amount of resistance. So that insulation resistance can be tested with the help of Megger. Okay, so if we see the principle of Megger, what is the principle of Megger means? Principle of Megger works on the concept of moving coil instrument. Moving coil instrument works with respect to the principle of permanent magnet moving coil instrument. What is the principle of permanent magnet moving coil instrument says? So whenever a current is flowing in a conductor, okay, current carrying conductor is placed in the presence of a magnetic field, it will experience certain amount of force. So that is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So current coil conductor is placed in the presence of magnetic field, it will experience certain amount of force. So how that force is created? Most of you are very familiar, but we are discussing this in order to elaborate the principle. So most of us are very familiar. How can we discuss the type of force means? So that is the force which is exerted by the current carrying conductor is called as torque. In a general phenomenon, we call that as a torque. So that is also called in our technical nomenclature, that is called as vectored force. That is called as vectored force. So how this type of vectored force, or how this some of the textbooks call this as a vector force, and some of the literature textbook they will call this as a vector torque. So how this vector torque deals with, how this vector torque is developed means, this vector torque is developed with the help of strength and direction of the current flowing in the presence of magnetic field. That means with the help of current flowing in the conductor, with the help of the strength of the magnetic field, this type of vectored force or this type of vector torque is achieved. Okay, vector torque is achieved. So in the principle of Megger operation, we will deals with two type of resistances. When the resistance of insulation is very high, and second thing is when the resistance of the insulation is very low. Okay, at the first case, when the resistance of the insulation is high, the pointer will move to infinity at the first instant. At the second case, when the resistance of the insulation is low. So how these two things happening? We are comparing the insulation resistance, okay, with the known resistance which is present in the instrument, So while comparing the known resistance with respect to the while comparing the unknown resistance of insulation with the known resistance in the instrument, so during in this comparison, if the resistance of insulation is very high than the known resistance, then the pointer of the Megger will reach towards the infinity condition. Okay, so if the resistance is less than the unknown resistance, the pointer will go to the 0th position. So this is how we will compare. We will compare the unknown resistance with respect to the known resistance, and we will calculate the reading. So this is one of the very accurate methods which present in our segment. Okay, so if we see the construction point of view, if we say the construction point of view of Megger, a high value resistance of Megger. So here we have a DC generator. One second. So here we have DC generator C here in the slide. So here we have DC generator. Here we have two coils. One is coil A, and with respect to the coil B. Okay. And here we have a clutch with respect to a crank handle. Okay. So this is a hand powered DC generator. So this is one of the earliest evolution of Meggers. Nowadays we are using electronic Meggers or battery driven Meggers, but this is very old concept of not we can't say this is an old concept. This is an earlier evolution. How means the electrification which is needed for this type of for the operation of Megger instrument can be done with the help of a DC generator. This is a hand powered DC generator. Why we are saying the term hand powered DC generator means, so the mechanical force which is needed for this particular DC generator which is done with the help of a hand power with our hand. If we move this crank handle, if we move the crank handle with respect to the clutch connected, okay, the mechanical force which is necessary for the DC generator to operate is delivered. Okay, and the DC generator will power this mechanical input which is given with respect to the crank handle, and that will electrify the output, and that is next connected to the Megger operation. Okay, so next this is nothing but our pointer. So we said two coils are present, two coils, coil A and coil B. One coil A will act like a current coil, and coil B will act like a pressure coil. That means coil A is nothing but our current element, and coil B is nothing but our voltage element. Coil A is our current element, and coil B is nothing but voltage element, or current coil, or pressure coil, or moving coil, or potential coil. Okay, so the moving coil is connected with respect to a pointer. See, the moving coil is connected with respect to pointer, and this is our calibrated scale. See, this is our calibrated scale. Okay, so the test terminals, we said we have to measure the insulation resistance or high resistance. That resistance is observed here at the two terminals. That means the resistance which we have to be measured is to be connected at this terminal X, in between the terminals X and Y. Okay, the resistance which we need to be measured is connected in between the terminals X and Y. These are the test terminals where we connect the insulation resistance or high resistance which you are going to measure. And this is a current coil, and this is a potential coil or voltage coil or moving coil which is connected with respect to the pointer, and this is our scale with respect to the just calibrated scale, 0th connection and infinity point. And next we have a DC power generator with a hand driven crank handle and clutch. Okay, so these are about the construction of Megger. If we see the operational perspective, so if we analyze this particular block diagram here, So the crank handle, what is the main purpose of this crank handle? 1 second. The main purpose, right. The main purpose of this particular, the main purpose of this particular crank handle is to provide a manual operation. The main purpose of this particular clutch or crank handle is to provide manual operation in order to vary the speed. Okay, so there is an arrangement with respect to magnet. See, this is one magnet. Let us say this is a north pole and this is a south pole. Magnets are, this is nothing but a total, this total setup is nothing but DC generator setup. This total setup is nothing but DC generator setup. So the resistance is resistance scale is connected with respect to the DC generator here. Left side of the DC generator is connected with respect to the resistance scale. Okay, so and scale the calibrated scale is connected with respect to infinity to 0. And coil A, we already said coil A is nothing but a potential current coil, and coil B is nothing but a voltage coil. The resistance which we need to find out is connected in between X and Y. Okay, test resistance or high rated insulation resistance is connected between X and Y. So up to now, is anyone is having any doubt? Is it clear? So this is about the construction and block diagram analysis of Megger. So if you see the Megger working, so two type of resistances we are going to measure. One is insulation resistance, and second one is machine resistance. Okay, so machine resistance in the sense of the copper windings and other segmental windings, whatever it may be, the resistance of the machine involves, the entire thing is measured with respect to the Megger. That means Megger will measure the insulation resistance and machine winding resistance also. So how does this operates means, we already said this operates with respect to the principle of moving coil instrument. That means whenever a current coil conductor is whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in the presence of magnetic field, it will experience certain amount of force. So similarly here, the current carrying conductor, see here, the current carrying conductor is placed in the presence of magnetic field, okay. So what will happen, this will experience certain amount of twisting force or torque. So how does this happen means, so according to the principle of DC generator, so the current carrying conductor is placed in the presence of magnetic field, it will experience certain amount of voltage. That means here we can see the operation of two type of principles. One is the principle of DC generator on right hand side. On the right hand side, on the left hand side, we will see the principle of operation with respect to moving coil also. Okay, so we will analyze one by one. So first the DC generator will operate. The current carrying conductor is placed in the presence of magnetic field, and this DC generator will induce certain amount of voltage. Okay, so the magnetic field generated between the two poles, and this is not, the rotation force is created with the help of a crank handle. Okay, and the voltage and current is generated. So what will happen to the generated voltage and current? The generated voltage and current will move towards the coil A. It will move towards the coil A and it will move towards the coil B. Okay, it will move towards the coil A and it will move towards the coil B in an anti-clockwise direction. See, in this from right side to left side, the current and voltage will start inducing. Okay, so the current flowing with respect to the coil is represented with respect to the term I suffix A. I will explain this thing in a step-by-step condition. Okay, it will be simple. So after observing this Megger, the main purpose or the main objective is to measure insulation resistance and machine winding resistance. So if we are clear with this, next we will discuss about earth resistance Megger. That will be clear. So see the మనం direct గా earth resistance Megger దగ్గరికి వెళ్తే it will be some complications. That's why we will dealing this thing. First we will analyze this thing and next we will go to the concept of earth resistance Megger. We will discuss the things in a slowly manner. There is no hesitation or there is no running with this. So So we will deal the things with the step-by-step manner. What happens means first the DC generator will DC generator operation will be conducted. We will provide the mechanical torque with the help of a crank handle, and the conductor will rotate in the presence of magnetic field. DC generator will exercise certain amount of voltage and current flowing with respect to this line in an anticlockwise direction. Current flowing with respect to the coil A is represented with respect to I suffix A, and current flowing through the coil B is represented with respect to the terms I suffix B. Okay, so two currents are flowing. So what will happen? Current flowing in the coil A will generate certain amount of flux. Will generate certain amount of flux. So the flux flowing in the coil A is represented with respect to phi suffix A, and flux flowing in the coil B is represented with respect to phi suffix B. Two fluxes are flown with respect to the currents flowing. Current is flowing in the coil. Okay, with respect to the current, the flux is also observed. The flux is phi suffix A and phi suffix B. Okay, so what will happen is these two fluxes will interact each other. That means flux with respect to the coil A is represented with respect to phi suffix A, and flux with respect to the coil B is phi suffix B. These two will interact each other, and that will produce a reflecting torque. Reflecting torque. Okay. So with the help of these two fluxes, which are interacting with each other, after the interaction with respect to phi suffix K and phi suffix B, there will exercises with respect to a force in this particular needle. Okay, there exercises a force in with respect to that needle, and that needle will starts deflection. Okay, that needle will starts deflecting. So that means here the deflection torque T suffix D of needle is created with the help of an interaction between two fluxes. One is flux with respect to coil A and flux with respect to coil B. Okay, so the DC at the first condition, what will happen? The DC generator, which is hand driven, and then power is generated, electricity is generated, and the voltage and current is flowing with respect to coil A and coil B. Okay, so the current flowing through the coil A is represented as I suffix A, and current flowing through the coil B is represented as I suffix B. So with respect to the currents, there will be an issue with respect to flux. Flux with respect to the coil A is represented as phi suffix A, and flux with respect to the coil B is represented as phi suffix B. So with the interaction of these two fluxes, what will happen? The deflection, the pointer will start deflecting. Deflection torque is created. So this is how we analyze the working of Megger. So if we go to the next step of analysis. So this is about the analysis of Megger. So is it clear? I hope the operation is clear. If you have any doubts, just post your doubt in the query. Simple. DC generator will generate certain current and voltage required with respect to the coils. Current is flowing with respect to coil A and coil B. That creates flux with respect to coil A and flux with respect to the coil B. These two fluxes will interact, and that creates a deflection torque in the meter. Simple. That is a simple discussion. So if we see the uses of Megger, we can't say this is a type of an application subjection. So if we see the general uses of Megger, so it will measure the resistance, and what are maybe the electrical leakage resistance. Okay, so what is the behavior of current flowing through the cables. Okay, insulation resistance and more various type of resistances. Most probably the main purpose of Megger is to measure leakage resistance, okay, insulation resistance, machine resistance, and it will also deals with the measurement of earth resistance also, other than measuring electrical equipment and winding and other systems. So if we see the types of Meggers, what are various types of Meggers means? So Meggers will be two types. One is electronic type, which is battery operated. This is a modern evolution. And second one is a manual type, hand operated type. This is one of the earlier evolution. Two type of classifications. One is earlier type battery operated, sorry, electronic type battery operated, and second one is early type manual operated. So if we see, there are another types of Meggers are also there with the help of battery, and which is related to the electrical motor, which what we won't discuss the type of things here. So electronic type Megger, if we see the concept of electronic type Megger, so this is how the electronic Megger discussed. The electronic Megger will have a digital display, and it will have a wire leads. So these two are nothing but wire leads and selection switches, and next we will have an indicator. Okay, so the main purpose of this digital display is to observe the resistance in a particular IR mode, and the wire leads, so these are nothing but XY terminals. We said XY terminals in the circuit diagram. The XY terminals in circuit diagram is observed with respect to the wire leads. That means the unknown resistance or measured resistance which you are about to measure is connected with respect to the wire leads. And selection switches, the selection switches will use it to observe the electrical parameters of the resistance. And the indicators, the main purpose of indicator is to on off, or to power on or to power off the electronic instrument. So this is about electronic type Megger. So if we observe the advantages, of electronic type Megger, accuracy is very high, because we are using the IR value, digital IR type, IR chip type digital, in order to read the resistance. That makes the thing quite accurate. So only one person can easily operate with respect to the machine, and it is easily perfect with respect to the space. It is very compact in size, and it is safe to handle. So there are various drawbacks are there. So it is a battery operated system. Electronic type Megger is a battery operated system. So some of the times there is a loss of charge with respect to the battery cells, that is drying the cells. And electronic Megger is not quite economical. It is quite costly than other Meggers which are available. So second type of classification which we discussed, that is hand driven Megger. So in hand driven Megger, this is this already we said this is an earlier evolution. So these are it is having an important point. What are the important parameter means? Here we have wire leads. Wire lead in the sense XY terminals of unknown measuring ends, we said in the block diagram. So unknown measuring ends are connected with respect to this wire leads. Okay, and here this is a calibrated scale. Okay, this is an analog display, as we seen in analog voltmeters, analog ammeters, and analog wattmeters. This is a calibrated scale, and this is a hand crank. So next connected to the hand crank, there will be a DC generator, small power DC generator, which is required to operate, power the circuit, hand power DC generator. Okay, so that is about hand operated Megger. So there are various advantages with respect to this Megger. Okay, so this is definitely one of the oldest method, but this is quite advantageous one. We don't have a battery operated source here. This is a hand driven thing. That is one of the major advantage, and this is quite cheap in the market, because we don't use any other IR chips here. That makes the thing quite simple. So one of the major drawbacks is this is not a single operated machine. We require two persons to operate. One person main purpose is to rotate the crank handle and to power the DC generator. Another will observe the test readings. And accuracy, if we observe the accuracy point also, accuracy is not quite up to electronic Megger. Why means this is a hand driven thing. So depending upon the hand driven force, the electricity is generated, and that makes the Megger quite less accurate. And next most important thing is requirement of rotation force at particular operation thing. And second thing is unstable operation, because of the analog digital, there used to be a because of the analog display, that there may be a chance of occurring a particular parallax error. Okay, so these are the advantages and disadvantages with respect to hand driven Megger. So that is up to the today's class. In next class we will discuss about Megger with respect to the calculation of earth resistance. So in today's class we discussed about the definition of Megger. What is the main purpose of Megger? Megger is nothing but main purpose is to measure the resistance of insulation, or resistance of earth resistance. At high resistance application, we use the instrument Megger. The main purpose of Megger is for principle of comparison. Okay, we calculate the unknown resistance while comparing with respect to the known resistance. Okay, so and we also discussed about the thing, what is the purpose of Megger, what is meant by Megger instrument, and we have defined the concept of insulation resistance. Insulation resistance in the sense the leakage resistance or the resistance present in the cables or wires in electrical equipment. The entire thing is classified with respect to insulation resistance. And we also describe the operation of Megger. Megger operates with respect to the principle of moving coil instrument. It means a current carrying conductor which is placed in the presence of a magnetic field, it will experience a force. So that's what we said. So how the force is denoted means the force, vectored force or vector torque, depending upon the strength of magnetic field, depending upon the direction of the current. So that's what we discussed about. Okay. And next we have analyzed the block diagram of construction of Megger. So here we have a crank handle with respect to DC generator, and we have two coils, coil A with respect to coil B, and a pointer moving coil is connected with respect to coil B, and the calibrated scale is pointed with respect to infinity and zeroth condition, and the tested resistance, unknown resistance, is to be connected at X and Y terminals. Okay. So next we analyze the block diagram, and we have seen the operation. So DC power generator will produce a current, and that will flow in anti-clockwise direction with respect to the coil A and coil B. Current will be flowing through coil A is I suffix A, and current flowing through the coil is I suffix B. Okay. So with respect to the two currents flowing in the coils, there will be a flux in the coil A and there will be a flux in the coil B. What will happen? So these two fluxes, flux in coil A and flux in coil B, will interact, and that creates a deflection in the needle. So that's we analyze the working, and we discussed about various types of Meggers like electronic Megger, and we have seen the drawbacks and applications, and hand driven Megger, drawbacks and applications. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time.